You're not exhausted because you're doing too much. You're exhausted because you're doing too little of what actually sets your soul on fire. Listen, your dream isn't on hold because of time or money or talent. It's on hold because you keep wasting energy on things that don't matter. You've got one life, one shot, and every second you spend overthinking or doubting is a second you'll never get back. It's time to stop waiting, stop apologizing, and start moving. Your dream isn't going to chase you, so get up and chase it like your life depends on it, because it does. Every single day, you wake up with a limited amount of energy. It's like waking up with a full tank of gas. But here's the problem. Most people don't even make it to noon without burning half their tank on nonsense. You waste your fuel worrying about things you can't control. You waste it second-guessing yourself. You waste it scrolling through social media, comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel. And by the time it's time to chase your dream, you're running on fumes. Your energy is your power. It fuels your confidence, your clarity, your courage. And if you keep wasting it on distractions, you're robbing your future self of results. Think about the last week. How much energy did you waste overthinking something instead of doing something? How many times did you replay a conversation, rehash an argument, worry about someone else's opinion? That's not just annoying, it's exhausting. Your mind is not meant to carry that weight. It's meant to create, to focus, to move, but it can't do any of that if it's overloaded with mental junk. Protecting your energy doesn't mean being selfish. It means being smart. You cannot pour into your dreams if you're drained by distractions. Stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter and start investing it where it counts. The truth is, your energy is more valuable than money. You can make more money. You can't make more energy. And unlike time, you can't save it. You either use it or lose it. So every choice you make during the day is either charging you up or draining you down. That gossip you engaged in, drain. That drama you got sucked into, drain. That time you said yes when you meant no, major drain. Every little leak adds up. Smart women know where their energy leaks are, and they plug them without apology because their future depends on it. Your dreams demand focus, and focus takes energy. Let me tell you what protecting your energy looks like. It looks like unfollowing people who make you feel like you're not enough. It looks like walking away from conversations that drain your soul. It looks like creating boundaries, not walls, boundaries to protect your peace. It looks like choosing rest over hustle culture when you need it. It looks like giving your energy to your goals before you give it to the world. And yes, it might make you less available to other people. But guess what? That makes you more available to yourself and to your vision. Most of us have been taught to be busy, not effective. But busy doesn't build dreams. Intentional energy does. And if you're not intentional with your energy, the world will eat it up for you. Your inbox, your notifications, other people's emergencies. If you don't own your day will own you. If you don't prioritize your purpose, someone else's priorities will hijack your attention. That's why energy management isn't just a wellness tip. It's a success strategy. And once you master it, you start seeing real momentum in your life. Not chaos, not burnout, progress. Let's get practical. You want to protect your energy? Start by getting brutally honest about what drains you. What habits, what people, what environments, because until you identify the leaks, you can't fix them. Maybe it's that one toxic friend. Maybe it's doom scrolling on TikTok every night. Maybe it's constantly saying yes to things that don't align with your goals. Don't judge yourself, just take inventory. You can't change what you won't face. And once you see where your energy is leaking, you have a choice. Keep bleeding or start building. The other side of energy protection is energy generation. You don't just block the drains, you boost the charge. You do things that energize you. You move your body, you hydrate, you get outside, you listen to something that lights your fire. You spend time with people who lift you. You work on the thing that gives your life meaning. The mistake people make is thinking they need motivation to protect their energy. Nope, you need discipline. You need decisions. You need to wake up and choose what you give your energy to and who. Here's the deal. Everything you want, that dream, that change, that goal, it's going to require a lot of energy, not just physical energy, but emotional resilience, mental stamina, creative focus. And you don't get that by letting every little thing in your life pull at you. You get it by making fierce, unapologetic decisions. You get it by drawing the line. You get it by saying, I'm not available for that right now. I've got something bigger to build. People might not understand at first, but when your results show up, they'll get it. It's not your job to explain why you're protecting your energy. It's your job to own it. Every time you say no to something that doesn't align, you say yes to your dream. Every time you take your attention off the noise, you amplify your own voice. Every time you unplug from distractions, you plug into purpose. That's not selfish. That's strategy. You've got one life, one shot, and you don't have time to waste energy on things that don't grow you, don't fuel you, and don't build the life you're working for. So be fierce about it. And let me remind you, you don't need permission to protect your energy. You don't need approval to say no. Earnability doesn't exist in this life. You don't need anyone to validate your decision to focus on yourself. You're allowed to redesign your life around what gives you peace and power. You're allowed to pull back from people who drain you and step deeper into the work that lights you up. You're allowed to set boundaries so you can finally breathe. That's how you make space for what matters. That's how you turn your energy into result, into movement, into impact. Let's be real. You will never reach your biggest dreams with scattered focus. You just won't. You can have talent, ideas, ambition, but if your focus is fractured, your results will be too. Most people are so busy being busy that they forget to be deliberate. They chase 10 things at once and wonder why they're not making progress on any of them. Here's the truth. Multitasking is killing your momentum. You think you're being productive, but you're just switching tasks and leaking energy every time you do. Focus isn't a soft skill, it's a superpower. And if you want to go big, you've got to go deep on what matters. Every single goal you've ever had requires something very specific from you. Your undivided attention. You can't half commit to a dream and expect full results. If you're constantly distracted, constantly pulled in 20 different directions, then of course you're going to feel stuck. That isn't because you're not capable. It's because your focus is divided. And divided focus leads to diluted action. That's why people work so hard and feel like nothing's changing. You've got to claim your dream with focused action, not just when it's convenient, but consistently with intention. You build momentum, one decision at a time. You ever notice how tired you feel after a day of distractions? Not even physical work, just constantly being pulled into other people's requests, notifications, errands, mental clutter. That's not just mental fatigue. That's purpose fatigue. 'Cause deep down, your brain knows you didn't spend the day on what matters. You were everywhere and nowhere. And that builds frustration, resentment, self-doubt. The antidote? Laser focus. You've got to build your days around your dream, not your to-do list. Not what's urgent, what's important. Big difference. One of the best things you can do for your dream is to get brutally honest about your distractions. What's eating up your time? Your phone, your inbox, your fear of missing out? Let's call it out, because what you won't face, you can't fix. Half the battle is realizing where your focus is leaking. The other half is doing something about it. That means turning off the noise. That means unsubscribing from things you never even wanted. That means saying no to good things so you can say hell yes to the great thing. That's what focus requires. Courage. If you're serious about your goals, you can't keep giving your best energy to things that don't build your future. The most successful people in the world, they protect their focus like it's gold, because it is. They schedule their priorities, not just their tasks. They block time. They say no without guilt. They build environments where focus can thrive. No chaos, no clutter. You can do the same. It doesn't take magic. It takes discipline, clarity, and the willingness to be unavailable for distractions. That's how real results are built. That's how dreams are chased out. Here's a shift that will change your life. Stop asking, do I have time for this? And start asking, is this worth my focus? Because not everything that fits into your calendar deserves your energy. You don't need to be available to everything and everyone. You need to be devoted to the few things that move your life forward. If you keep giving your dream the scraps, the last 10 minutes of the day when you're already exhausted, then don't be surprised when your dream doesn't show up for you. Dreams grow where attention flows, period. Focus isn't just about eliminating distractions. It's about training your mind to stay with what matters. That's a skill. That's a muscle. And it doesn't build itself. You've got to work at it. You've got to sit with the boredom. You've got to push through the noise. You've got to remember why you're doing what you're doing. Every single time you get pulled off course, you've got to bring yourself back. Over and over again. That's not failure. That's focus and progress. It's messy. It's imperfect. But it works. Because consistency always beats intensity. You want to win? Get clear on your one big priority and make it non-negotiable. Make it part of your identity. It's not, I'm trying to work on my dream. It's, I am the kind of person who shows up for it no matter what. That shift alone will change how you treat your time. You'll stop negotiating with yourself. You'll stop waiting for motivation. You'll just do it. Because that's who you are now. Focus isn't just something you use. It's something you become. You become the kind of person who finishes what they start. It's easy to get distracted. That's the default. You're not broken. Your environment is. We live in a world designed to hijack your attention every 5 seconds. So it's not just about having willpower. It's about building systems that make focus easier. That means turning off notifications. That means designing a space that calms your nervous system. That means building routines so you don't waste brain power on the basics. Smart people don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. And systems protect your focus when life gets messy. Let's stop glorifying hustle and start honoring intentional focus. You don't need to do more. You need to do less, better. You need to stop watering 10 plants and start watering one until it grows. That's how you build mastery. That's how you build confidence. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to know what deserves your full attention today. You are not tired because you're doing too much. You're tired because you're doing too little of what actually matters to you. That's the burnout no one talks about. You're tired of the meetings, the errands, the obligations, the noise. But the truth is, deep down, you're exhausted from ignoring your own calling. You were never meant to live a life of endless distractions. You were meant to build something that sets your soul on fire. And when you deny that, when you keep putting your dream on pause, that's when the burnout gets real. The cure isn't another vacation. It's alignment. It's finally saying yes to what you've been putting off for years. There's a dream inside you that's been whispering, sometimes screaming, to be heard. And every time you push it down, that whisper gets buried under the noise of the world. Your job isn't to find your passion. Your job is to listen to it. It's already there. It's been there. The question is, are you brave enough to act on it? Most people aren't. Most people ignore the whisper and follow the crowd. But you're not most people. You're here because something inside of you knows there's more. More meaning more purpose, more you. It's time to stop turning down the volume on your own life. The world doesn't need a watered-down version of you. It needs the real thing. The version of you that's done playing small. The version that doesn't apologize for dreaming big. But here's the deal. If you keep wasting time on everything except what matters, your dream stays locked inside. And eventually the regret shows up. Regret doesn't come from failing. It comes from never trying. You've got something inside you that the world hasn't seen yet. Stop dimming your light just because it makes other people comfortable. This is your life. Own it. Speak it. Build it. Let's get clear on one thing. Your dream is not a luxury. It's a responsibility. You were given that idea, that vision, that fire for a reason. It chose you, and the longer you sit on it, the heavier it feels. You don't need more time. You need more courage. Courage to start. Courage to be seen. Courage to be misunderstood. Because yes, chasing a dream is risky, but so is staying stuck. So is waking up 10 years from now wishing you had done something different. The pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. Choose discipline. You don't need the perfect plan. You don't need every step mapped out. You just need to start where you are with what you have. Clarity comes from action, not thought. Most people wait for confidence, but confidence is built through action. You start before you're ready. You take the first step, even if it's shaky. That's how the momentum starts. That's how you find your power, not by waiting, but by moving. By deciding that today, not someday, is the day you start showing up for your own dream. Take messy action. Show up scared. Just start. The biggest lie you've ever been told is that you need to be qualified before you go after your dream. That's garbage. Nobody starts out qualified. You qualify yourself through consistency, through showing up again and again, even when you're tired, even when it's hard. You get stronger by doing the work, not by sitting on the sidelines. So what if you're not the best yet? So what if people don't get it? You're not here to impress, you're here to impact. And you can't do that by waiting to be perfect. You impact by being real, by being relentless. You want to stop wasting energy? Get obsessed with your dream. Let it consume you in the best way. Think about it when you wake up, prioritize it in your schedule, make it your non-negotiable. Because what you give your energy to grows. And if you keep putting your dream at the bottom of your to-do list, it'll stay a dream forever. Energy flows where attention goes. And when you start giving your dream your focus, you'll see results. You'll feel alive. You'll wake up excited, not drained. You'll go to bed fulfilled, not just exhausted. That's what happens when you stop playing small. There will be people who don't understand your dream, and that's okay. It's not their job to understand it. It's your job to pursue it anyway. People project their fear onto you. They'll call you unrealistic. They'll tell you to be practical. But the truth is, they're scared. Scared of your courage. Scared you'll prove it's possible. Don't let their fear become your limit. Surround yourself with people who get it, or go alone until you find them. This is your path. Don't let someone else's doubt become the reason you stay stuck. You don't need permission to go all in. You're going to face resistance. It's part of the process. Every dream worth chasing comes with setbacks. But here's the secret. Setbacks aren't signs you should stop. They're signs that you're on the right path. Resistance shows up when you're doing something meaningful. So expect it. Embrace it. Push through it. You've overcome harder things before. You've gotten back up when life knocked you down. You're built for this. So when fear shows up, and it will, you look it in the eye and keep going. Your dream is worth the fight. You don't have forever. That's the truth. And it's not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. Every day you delay, your dream gets further away. Every excuse, every "I'll start tomorrow" is a step backward. And you deserve better than that. You deserve to wake up proud of how you're living. You deserve to see your dream come to life. But it won't happen by accident. It will happen when you decide that you're done wasting time, decide that your future matters more than your fears. Decide that now is the time to build what you've been dreaming of. Your dream doesn't need more talking, it needs more doing. You don't need more vision boards or more someday plans. You need to move. The energy you're wasting overthinking, comparing, doubting, that energy could be building something. Clarity doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. Stop sitting around waiting to feel ready. You will never feel ready. Nobody does. The people who succeed are the ones who move forward scared, unqualified, and uncertain. They move anyway. That's the difference. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Every second you spend overanalyzing, waiting, or talking yourself out of action is a second you'll never get back. Your energy is your greatest resource, and if you don't learn how to direct it, you'll drain it. Not from working hard, but from not working on the right things. You can be busy all day and still be moving nowhere. Let that sink in. Action isn't about being frantic. It's about being focused. It's choosing the one thing that moves the needle and doing it. Not thinking about doing it, not planning to do it, doing it. The moment you decide to go all in on your dream, distractions will show up stronger than ever. That's the test. They're there to see if you really want this or if you're just interested. Netflix, scrolling, gossip, perfectionism. They'll all knock on your door. Your job? Don't answer. You want to change your life? You've got to change how you spend your energy. If you keep saying yes to what's easy, you'll keep saying no to what's important. And that dream of yours, it won't wait around forever. It's waiting for you to move. You've got to stop treating your dream like a side hobby and start treating it like a mission, something sacred, something worth fighting for. Because it is. If you don't give it the energy, the time, the effort it deserves, it won't grow. Your potential will stay locked inside of you. And deep down, you know you were meant for more. You feel it in your gut. That quiet dissatisfaction, that restlessness, that's your dream. Begging you to stop waiting, to stop giving it leftovers, to start showing up like it matters, because it does. Action isn't always sexy. Sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's messy. Most days, it won't feel exciting, it'll feel like work. And that's okay, that's part of it. Success isn't built in the highlight reel moments. It's built in the quiet hours, when no one's watching and you still choose to show up. That's where the real growth happens. That's where confidence is built. Not from talking about the dream, from working on it day after day. Small step after small step. Consistency beats hype. Every single time. If you want a new life, you've got to take new actions. You can't think your way into transformation. You've got to move. Change your routine. Change your habits. Change what you say yes to. Your current life is a reflection of your current choices. If it's not aligned with your dream, that's your wake-up call. This isn't about blame. It's about ownership. No one's coming to do it for you. No one's handing you the road. That's your job. And it starts today, not when it's perfect, not when it's easy. Now, if you only take action when you feel like it, your dream will never happen because feelings are fleeting. Discipline is what builds dreams. Commitment is what sustains them. You've got to build a routine around your dream. Block the time, set the boundaries, show up even when you don't feel like it. That's the muscle. That's the grind nobody sees. But it pays off. It compounds. And suddenly, the thing you thought was impossible, it starts taking shape. Because you did the one thing most people never do. You kept showing up. You are more capable than you think. The problem isn't that you can't do it. It's that you're doubting yourself before you've even tried. That internal dialogue, it's stealing your energy. Rewrite it. Replace "I'm not ready" with "I'm getting better every day." Replace "what if I fail" with "what if I fly." You've got to speak life into your own dream. You've got to become your own hype squad. Your words shape your mindset, and your mindset fuels your actions. And your actions, they build the future. Don't confuse movement with progress. Just because you're doing a lot doesn't mean you're doing the right things. You need to align your energy with your purpose. That means saying no to good things so you can say yes to great things. That means cutting out energy leaks, people, habits, routines that pull you away from your mission. You've got to protect your dream from distractions. You've got to protect you, because when you're clear and your actions are aligned, the momentum becomes unreal. That's how breakthrough happens.